All right, welcome to the Colorado Tesla Experience. Haven't introed this in a while, but I've got the FSD Beta Challenge. So if I look here, I've got full self-driving set up. I'm on the trial here, and I am on full self-driving capabilities software. So you can see 12.3.3 for FSD, 11.1 for the software itself. So close that. I've got navigation set up to the gym here. I'm in park, so there's nothing there. But let's put that in drive. Okay, it's in drive. I let off the brake and the FSD icon appears. So I'm on my gravel driveway here. You can see the driveway going out that way. Let's enable autopilot and see what happens. So the car starts down the driveway. I'll try to do both here and see what's going on. Put my sunglasses on because it's bright outside. It's April in Colorado. You can see it's navigating down this gravel road. So it's got the navigation set there. It's got picking up the gravel road where the grass is, and this is what it looks like going down the road. Now I have my hand near the wheel, but I'm not on the wheel at all. You can see it speeds up slightly there. It was about 8 and got to about 12, or 10, 12. It's fairly smooth, but it's certainly, as it gets some confidence, it speeds up. We're at 14 miles an hour. That's asking me to grab the steering wheel. Am I actually paying attention to this? And I am. I've got a gate up here, so I may have to disengage this because the gate is closed right now. I'm curious if it will actually recognize as an obstacle. Of course, the gate's expensive, so I'm gonna have my foot on the brake pedal just in case, but so far it's navigating. Let's see what happens if it sees the gate as a obstacle. It does see. So now I'm going to press the open, if I can find it. The gate will open. Let's see what FSD does. That's pretty cool that it recognized that. It seems to be stuck though. It's not moving. Let's goose it with the gas pedal a little bit. So now if I do the gas pedal, it starts to look forward lightly and it starts driving, and we'll see it's going to drive. It's trying to recognize the gravel road. I mean, it sees the gravel where the road is there, but now it finds the route and it starts down this road. We're at 23, and I don't want to brake. Like, I wish here, I 23 is not bad. I normally do about 20 or so on this road, try not to tear up the gravel road, as this is shared with my neighbors. But FSD is doing a pretty good job of navigating this right now. So I just want to show you kind of leaving the ranch, and then I'll pause this and we'll pick it up at a couple other spots and see how this does. But for right now, it's kind of cool that it recognizes this gravel road and it goes down. I haven't had it try to pass a car on this road, or I honestly haven't trusted it though. I don't think I've actually seen anybody on this road when I've gone down it with FSD. I have seen it in the neighborhood, and it does a pretty good job. So up here, it's coming to the end of the gravel road, or at least the end of my road. There is a stop sign right up there, and so it's recognizing that. It's put on the turn signal. It's pausing. There's not much traffic. It stops for about I don't know, a quarter second there, and then it starts going again down this road. So now this is a paved road, but it's a rural paved road where there are no lines. So we're just looking at the asphalt going into a little bit of gravel and then grass on the edges. It's detecting that. At least it's seeing the visualization. And it's sticking, for the most part, where I would be. It is a little bit away from the right side, a little further than I would be. Certainly you can see there's trash cans over here on the side of the road. Trash day here in the country, but nobody's on the asphalt, which is kind of good and interesting to see. And it's going to drive down here. There's a big long downhill and uphill turn to navigate. I will say, on going this direction on a turn, so we're on the outside of the turn as we'll go down here. It's done a pretty good job of sticking to the side. On the inside of the turn, like now I'm on the inside of this turn, but on the inside of this big turn right up here, it's kind of drifted out into the middle of the road a little bit, which is a little disconcerting. I have not met anybody on this part of the road with FSD running, but I have met somebody up here. So at the top of this hill, there is about a 90-degree curve to the right, to the west for me. And I had somebody coming around this curve as I was coming up on it. And the car did a good job of kind of slowing down because this is a fairly blind curve to the right. And seeing the other car and then kind of sticking over to its side. So now it's gone from 28 to 24 to take this turn. It's taking this turn. Of course, there's no traffic today, so nothing to see. We'll get up to the stop sign and I'll pause the video and we'll let it run. We'll let the car just drive, and I'll unpause it in a couple spots where I think there might be interesting things to see. But so far, this works pretty well, getting me out of my house. So it won't come out of the garage. I got to come out of the garage. But once I back out of the garage and put it in drive, then I've driven, or the car's driven itself, down a gravel driveway, gravel road, stop sign, asphalt, rural road with no markings. It now sees a turn signal on and the stop sign. Now this is a 2-lane marked road out in the country. It's a 40, but people will do, 50 or so. It stopped and now it's navigating the turn, right turn itself without me, and now it's cruising down the road. And we'll pause and pick this up in a minute. All right, we're gonna pick this up now. I'm just a little bit down the road. I have to make a left turn here. The navigation, as you can see, has a left turn specified. There's a couple cars in front of me. There's a car turning out right now, and there's cars coming towards me. Now this is a T intersection. I'm on the straight part of the T. The left side is the part coming in. This car in front of me has got a signal on. There's a car, so let's see how we handle this turn. Excuse me. Got my hand on the wheel just in case. We slow down to about 14 and we start the turn, and then we just navigate through that turn without hesitation. I actually tested that recently, and there was a car coming and it paused, came to a stop, let the car coming towards me go past, and now it started to go again. So far that was the first big test, a left turn that we needed to make there. And now we're going to continue on this road heading east, following this car. What's interesting is it's following this car at roughly their speed, which is a little bit above the speed limit. Rather than my settings, it's kind of working with traffic, which is, it's good to see that it's flowing with traffic. So pause and I'll show you something else coming up here. All right, we're a little further down the road here. Still heading west, still in the country. This is a fairly steep downhill, a couple hundred feet downhill in a short period of time. You can see it's marked as kind of orange on this thing, the nav. They added a stop sign here a few months ago because we were having problems, people crossing in front of here while people going this direction straight were going too fast. So they added this stop sign. It's an all-way stop. So let's see how FSD does. That car went. Now the other car goes turning. They have the right of way. Then that car, and now I go. And you can see that that pause wasn't too long after that car crossed in front of me, which is really interesting to see. There's a 3-way stop up here as well. There's another stoplight section. I think I'll hold off until we get to the 3-way stop, because one time it navigated well, but the way the 3-way stop was working went well. The other time it didn't do well and had to take over. So we will pause the video and come back when we get to that 3-way stop. All right, we're back on here. We are now approaching a 4-way stop. This is an all-way stop that they've added on this road, and then just up here is a 3-way stop where I've had problems. So this has worked pretty well because in general it's very light traffic here. It stopped for about maybe half a second there. Speeds up pretty quickly from 0 to 30, 40 miles an hour in a couple seconds, which is more like in lines with what human drivers do in the flow of traffic here. Now up here I have to make a left turn. This is a T, a 3-way stop. So the traffic from the left is coming in, and then this road goes straight with the stop sign. Turn signal is on. You can see that the flow is the one from the left comes in. This side goes straight, and then the other side comes. So let's see, we had left, we have straight, now we have right. So now left is next, and now it's my turn. It actually handled that really well. Like, it started to go pretty quickly. It slows a little bit there around trying to get around that car, but it didn't interrupt the flow of traffic with humans, where I've had some issues before. Now, I think FSD has gone through the intersection now 4 times in the last month. So maybe it's learned a little bit or adapted, but certainly there was a problem there before where I had the left go, I went straight, and then the right went, or the coming towards me went, or you know, in my direction. That was the flow. Left, my lane, the oncoming lane. But when that happened and it was my turn, the one came towards me, and then the car tried to start going without allowing the person coming from the left to make their left turn. Now in this case, that person made a right turn, so maybe it's not that FSD learned anything, it's that there wasn't the conflict, but that 3-way stop has been a problem before. It just merged, it changed lanes from left to right. You saw that in the video. Took this right-hand merge onto this road. Now it's coming up on the gym on the right, so it'll slow down. There'll be a stoplight up here. It'll turn into the parking lot, and then typically it doesn't park, or at least I haven't allowed it to park or figured out how to park, because nav is to the front of the gym and I just want to park in the parking lot. So what I'm going to do is I'll disengage autopilot, and then I'll show you the message I get when I disengage that, and then I'll park the car. Well, I'll probably stop the recording because I have to park the car, but I have my turn signal on. We have a green arrow here. It's slowing down. There's a car right here, so it's got to make a fairly tight right turn. My hand is lightly on the wheel. Did a good job following through, making that turn. We're in the gym parking lot now, or I guess maybe the driveway, you'd call it. There's a parking lot here. I wish I could specify where to park, but I can't, or at least I don't know how. It's slowed down for this turn. It's kind of a tight left-hand turn. Now it's going to speed up slightly. That's going through parking lot. 16 miles an hour, which is probably reasonable in this parking lot here, about what I do. It's slower than some people though. And then I'm going to disengage autopilot here, and it's going to ask me why. Now sometimes I do a recording to say, hey, I've disengaged because I'm parking or something, so that they get training data. But it's interesting to me that basically it nabbed all the way down here to the gym for me from my driveway with no interruptions from me on this particular drive. It ended up getting all the way there, and I only stopped the FSD when I got to the parking lot. So good job, Tesla.